Okay, so what made you choose HPU?
Made me choose HPU was that it was far away and I wanted to get away from my family. Hey, I'm Luke. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Brooklyn. I am a multimedia cinematic production major at Hawaii Pacific University. I just actually graduated in May 2013.
Nice. So, do you have a favorite director or film or TV series that you think stands out right now?
Yeah, I definitely have, like, my favorite series right now is Breaking Bad. I think the writing is really phenomenal on that, and the mise-en-scène of it. I think my favorite director is Martin Scorsese, and I love his work, and I think David Fincher is pretty close behind. Yeah, my favorite movie was always kind of Goodfellas for a long time.
Okay, so what made you choose HPU?
Made me choose HPU was that it was far away and I wanted to get away from my family, but I loved them and I realized that I love them much more now that I left. So, but I left to kind of get away from everything, as far away from everything that I know. When I was a kid, I was always kind of into skate videos. I never wanted. I was kind of a pussy, so I didn't want to do the actual stunts. So I just picked up the camera and I watched other people do it, and I was kind of part of the group that way. But I didn't want to hurt myself. And then I kind of became the video guy, and I liked that. I liked that idea of video, but I didn't really understand it. I worked on a couple of productions in high school, plays, and I really liked that experience of working with people. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do until I took a class in community college in New Jersey, and it was a film analysis class, and it just blew my mind away and really made me think of media and the arts differently, and that's what kind of set me up, and made me think this is what I want to do for my life.
So when you came to HPU, what did you like about the multimedia program? What was one of your favorite things about the program, and maybe even your least favorite thing?
I think my favorite thing was the fact that I had kind of relatively easy access to the equipment. If you really want to use the equipment, and you have the patience to learn it, you can, and it's kind of very it's hands-on, but it's very blasé. You do it if you want to. You can learn about it. I think that's what I liked. I liked the fact that we had the equipment available, and if you wanted to use it, you could. I definitely took advantage of it as much as I could. The facilities here, I just like that. Yeah.
So how did you like the location and the campus and the teachers?
I liked the location. This part, downtown, is the only area that reminds me of a little bit of New York. It's not actually New York, but it reminds me a tiny bit of it. So, yeah, I definitely liked it. I liked the camps down here. As much as kind of it's weird with the homeless people sometimes, but it's still pretty cool. I think I like the history here and the feeling of this place has been around for a while. I would love to eventually become a producer, director of my own content. But right now, I really want to work and learn the process of the industry, and maybe kind of dabble in a lot of different genres, a little journalistic, a little fiction, a little documentaries, journalistic kind of. But I want to dabble between documentary and fiction, and try and see where I find my place, where I'm best at.
Well, you kind of already answered this question, but where, do you think HPU helped you in achieving those goals, and this is kind of advice, you already kind of said it for the freshmen, but.
No, yeah, definitely. I think HPU did a lot to help. I think the fact that I worked here in the video lab did a lot to help. It was a lot of time, and it was just kind of a very long period of growth for me, but it definitely helped me prepare myself, I think, and it gave me a whole new perspective on the way to view media, as opposed to New York. We have this idea that we make the media, so we know what's best, but that's not necessarily what it is. But this place really did help me. I think it's going to help me achieve most of the goals that I'm looking at, because I come from a different place, and it's a very interesting place. Hawaii is a very interesting place, very visual. So I think when people see that, it'll help me out.
Any advice for freshmen coming in?
For freshmen, I think my biggest advice for any freshman, for any student, is to understand you do not know everything, and don't have this preconception notion of it, of what you want to do, what you want to be. It's just kind of like be open to learning as much as you can and trying to find the connections amongst everything. That's my biggest thing, is trying to find a way to connect whatever you're learning about to what your passion is. That's my biggest thing. And yeah, just take time and effort to do what you really want to. The students, I'm just the community here. I mean, you see the same faces. It's an island, and I will definitely miss a lot of it. I miss the entire experience for sure, a lot. But yeah, I hope that other students get a chance to experience something that I did, like similar to what I did. So.
Do you have any Well, I have this question. I don't know if we should put it in, but what would you like to see improve about HPU, or like what did you love the most?
What I loved most about the school is how it's kind of open, and it's a very kind of, I mean, laid back is a bad term in most places, but it is very laid back. It's a very, like, you can do the work yourself. What I would like to see improve about HPU is, I'd just like to see these programs grow, and I'd like to see maybe, like a little bit more focus on awards and prestige. I would like to see a higher standard, maybe. The standard isn't, it's not that the standard is low here, but it's just that's a good thing. It gives you a lot of freedom to, like, it doesn't pressure you. But I would like to see a little bit more of a competitiveness at HPU. I think that does help spur creativity and artistry if it's done productively in a healthy way. But yeah.
Any last words for the newbies? I know you said it already, but...
No, I just think, when you come here, make the best out of the experience. Obviously you're not going to be able to do everything either. That's another thing I feel like I didn't get to do as much. And I think there's always that feeling you can always do so much more. But do what matters to you. Do what you think is right. And I didn't do so many projects, but the projects that I did do really did mean something to me, and I feel like I can always look back to them. So yeah, just.
Where are some good places for these freshmen to maybe mingle with people or build more contacts?
I mean, I don't know, like, places to mingle and, like, build more contacts, but I mean, just go out to. I love the place Downbeat. They always have kind of cool rock shows going on here.
So yeah, right now I'm gonna go take care of these shoes, make them fly. These are actually the first pair of Jordans I ever bought, and I bought them when I came out here to Hawaii. I bought these like with one of my first financial aid checks, the student loan checks. So I bought this, and I walked all of Hawaii with this. I fell down on skateboard. I even skateboarded with these. It was terrible. And I fell off my skateboard with these. I mean, been to a lot of places with this. So these are my Hawaii Jordan sneakers, and I think it's cool if I leave it here, especially since it's a little symbolic. Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn, so was I. So I'm leaving a little bit of something in Brooklyn in Hawaii. That's the way I see it.